Introductory note. Andrew Marvell was an English metaphysical poet, satirist and politician who sat in the House of Commons at various times between 1659 and 1678. During the Commonwealth period he was a colleague and friend of John Milton. His poems range from the love song, to his coy mistress, to evocations of an aristocratic country house and garden in, upon Appleton House, and, the Garden, the political address, An Horatian ode upon Cromwell's return from Ireland, and the later personal and political satires, Flecknoe, and, the character of Holland. Marvell is said to have adhered to the established stylized forms of his contemporary neoclassical tradition. These include the Carpe Diem lyric tradition, which also forms the basis of his famous lyric, To His Coy Mistress. He adopted familiar forms and infused them with his unique conceits, analogies, reflections and preoccupations with larger questions about life and death. T.S. Eliot wrote of Marvell's style that, "It is more than a technical accomplishment, or the vocabulary and syntax of an epic. It is, what we have designated tentatively as wit, a tough reasonableness beneath the slight lyric grace." He also identified Marvell and the metaphysical school with the dissociation of sensibility that occurred in 17th-century English literature. Eliot described this trend as something which happened to the mind of England. It is the difference between the intellectual poet and the reflective poet. Poets increasingly developed a self-conscious relationship to tradition, which took the form of a new emphasis on craftsmanship of expression and an idiosyncratic freedom in allusions to classical and biblical sources. To His Coy Mistress, Marvell's most celebrated poem, combines an old poetic conceit, the persuasion of the speaker's lover by means of a carpe diem philosophy, with Marvell's typically vibrant imagery and easy command of rhyming couplets. Other works incorporate topical satire and religious themes. His work is referenced in the 1997 British film The Serpent's Kiss and quoted in the 1946 British film A Matter of Life and Death. It is also referenced in Audrey Niffenegger's The Time Traveler's Wife and Emily Collins' The Memory Thief. Several works of science fiction, fantasy, and mystery allude to His Coy Mistress. In 2003, Christopher Peachment published The Green and the Gold, a first-person fictional narrative following Marvell's life.